Have you ever, what is this?
Overruled.
Overruled.
Yeah, the driver.
I didn't get it wrong.
Apparently I bit back is what one of our coaches said, got a bit of sass.
Oh, you learn a lot from winning, but you learn even more from losses. It's about life too. It's like picking yourself back up when you fall down. What's one thing about being a strategist that your teammates don't understand?
Oh, the G-force for sure. Oh my God, yeah. Hey, I'm Liv from the New Zealand SailGP team, and this is Annie from the Canadian team. We're both strategists on board, and we're here today to do face-off, apparently. So, should we get into it?
Let's do it. How did you become a strategist?
I grew up and went into the NACRA 17 doing Olympic sailing, and went into trial for the New Zealand team when it first became a part of SailGP. And I mean, the first year was a little bit painful, I would say, where there was 5 on board, so all the females were actually on the coach boat, and so watching, and then eventually it grew into being another person on board, and that role was then the strategist, and it kind of naturally became the female, so the two linked together, and then yeah, now it's you know, there's women in other roles, but yeah, I think I've really kind of linked into that role.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, what about you?
I was in Olympic sailing. I went to the 2016 games, and then afterwards, it like not a great experience for me. We were in medal position the entire time, and then medal race, lost it all. And so after that, I quit sailing.
Yeah.
Completely brutal. Just like totally, yeah, had to do like a reset to like find the love of sailing again. But got married, had kids, and funny enough, my husband was trying out for the Canadian team, trying out for a flight controller. I was pregnant at the time, and I was there with one of our kids, our oldest daughter. And Phil Robertson at the time came up to me and was like, "You should get back into sailing." And I was like, "Well, all right now." So then after he asked me to come out and try out after I had my second child, and yeah, went and gave it a try in Saint-Tropez in 2023. So been here ever since.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's such a good story.
Yeah, I guess. It was wild getting back into it though, because it's so different than, like, I was in the 470 in Rio, and so it's like totally different type of sailing.
Yeah, but I mean, with the strategist role, everything's just like happening so much quicker, but it's still the same basis.
Yeah.
So it's, it's really cool.
And I also, like, in the meantime, I was finding my love of sailing, like getting into foiling and stuff, just kind of just for fun. So
not a bad way to do it.
Totally, yeah.
All right, this is a long one. What is something from your personal life that has helped you become a better sailor?
I honestly think losing in Rio has helped me become a better sailor, just because you learn a lot from winning, but you learn even more from losses. And I just think, like, I know that that's technically sailing, but it's about life too. It's like picking yourself back up when you fall down, sort of thing. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a deep question, isn't it? No, this is meant to be funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like a big part of our role is about communication. So yeah, I think around that there's like definitely skills you learn in your personal life about how to communicate better, and the more you understand yourself, the more you can lean on your strengths to then bring it to the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really understand what you're saying. Like, the tough times can make you a lot stronger as an athlete, but yeah, I think the more you figure out yourself, it's definitely helps.
Totally.
Funny question now, I don't know.
How do you prepare ahead of a race and an event?
I feel like because we're starting to get into quick succession of events, it's feeling quite good with the routine. It's really like, as a team, we debrief after each event. We have a process around that, and then depending on the amount of weeks between events, we'll then, get into what we want to work on, kind of break out into groups, and then you do your personal work and bring that back into the team. And then, about 10 days out from the event, then we really switch and start getting forecasts, start really, narrowing in what you think will be the priorities for the event. And then, obviously you and I have to do a bit of physical work because we get up on the handles, so that kind of is consistent throughout that period. Yeah. What about you?
That sounds very similar to what we do. We have like an event debrief where we get key takeaways and keep learnings, then break out into breakout groups to discuss those key learnings. And then, as you say, right before the event, you kind of shift into how to take those key learnings and action them in this specific event, like tapping into the forecast, tapping into the venue, that sort of thing. So yeah, sounds very similar. And then also the the training on the handles. Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Great feature, isn't it?
Yes, that's great.
All right, what is your pre-race routine to get in the zone? We're about to get into it, so.
Oh yeah, the zone. For me, it's a lot of like reviewing what my key learnings, like we obviously have team goals, then I make individual goals for myself. And so it's very much of like I write them down and then I review them before we go out on the water. Yeah, just like kind of repeating like keywords to myself before the race starts. How about you?
That's interesting, yeah. There's definitely a routine you kind of follow depending on when you can kind of get access to all the data in the video that it kind of comes in overnight and how much you want to go through that. But I'd say like on race day, I definitely like to kind of go for a walk first thing or have some time to really, like process the day, check in with how you're feeling and figure out like often on a Sunday I'll be a bit more fatigued. So wanting to do a bit more with my body, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then, pretty similar in the fact of like figuring out what the day type is and what I really want to focus on that day, what I really feel like were my gaps from the day before or like what I think will be really important for the team that day. So it's quite condition dependent. I find, we have our pre-brief and then we do a warm-up as a team. I think most teams do, but we spend, 20, 30 minutes exercising, doing some reaction drills and everything, which I find like a really important time to kind of switch on. Yeah, I quite enjoy that time.
It's so interesting because I also go for walks in the morning. I'm so surprised we haven't seen each other. I just like first thing get up, like also for time difference stuff. I always
jet lag's always a feature. Yeah,
totally. But yeah, I'm so surprised we haven't run into it when like on the walks in the morning. What's your go-to pre-race meal?
Oh, that's easy.
Is it?
The whole team we have like chicken and rice before sailing and after sailing.
Really? Every day?
Every venue, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, maybe not before racing. It depends like what time.
Yeah.
But it's got an air fryer. I feel like the team's not going to be happy with sharing some. Yeah, what about you?
Oh man, I feel like I gotta try chicken and rice now.
Yeah, I don't know about
like
that.
special sauce in there.
It's a Louis Sinclair special actually, but anyway, yeah.
I usually just have pasta, but it depends on the day too, right? Like if I know I'm gonna be grinding, then I have to make sure I'm not consuming too much because I find it hard to, I'll try to eat more in the morning, like at breakfast, but yeah, usually pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Chicken rice.
Yeah, there you go. What do you say to the driver during racing?
A lot. Yeah, it depends on, like we have a comms playbook, so it depends on kind of where you are in the race course. We have a set play for starting, where I'm on time to kill, then headed into Mark 1, I'm on race direction, talking a lot about pressure and shift down the course, as well as other boats sort of thing. Yeah, how about you?
Yeah, pretty similar. We're, trying to do some more positive encouragement in our team at the moment. So, yeah, I'm, trying to lean into that a bit more.
Yeah, good. What's the hardest venue as a strategist?
I don't know about hardest venue. You kind of go like hardest conditions.
Yeah.
Or harder conditions. I don't know about harder, but like the role changes a lot. Like offshore yesterday here is, I'd say is definitely more interesting.
Yeah.
You've got a lot more going on.
I agree.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like anything's harder or easier. It's just like a shift.
Yeah.
But I would say like the offshore conditions, the intersections is definitely the biggest challenge.
Totally.
Like, you've got like 6-7 boats coming in at the top mark and everyone's changing 20-degree angles. You definitely get a bit of heat if you make the wrong call. So yeah, it's kind of seen out there yesterday.
Yeah.
It can go pretty bad quite quickly.
Totally.
So yeah, that's quite a lot on us, I'd say.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I also think marginal foiling is hard when you're like, like H1 and pop. Yeah. So yeah, totally agree.
Yeah. Okay, what is the hardest part about being a strategist?
I think it's being able to, you have so much information to digest and being able to articulate it clearly and in the right time, I think is probably for me the hardest thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's figuring out like the priority.
Yes, right.
At that time, but still having like a global picture, I guess. But the huge challenge with SailGP is you've got, 8 to 12 minute races and there's so much going on. It's like, what's important.
Yeah. Have you ever
Overruled.
overruled
Yeah, the driver.
the driver and been dead wrong?
And what?
And been dead wrong.
There was actually something yesterday which I didn't overrule, but Pete didn't hear me on a boat tacking. Apparently I bit back, is what one of our coaches said. Got a bit of sass. Oh yeah, there'd be plenty of moments.
100%.
Pete's always right, so.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, absolutely. But then you just gotta take it on the chin and like, I don't know, there's no backlash for it, right? Like, you're calling the time and, I don't know, that makes the sport interesting, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's dynamic, so yeah.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, like 80%, you're just trying to get 80% right, which 80% is actually,
Really good.
yeah, quite a high number, so. It's whoever does the least mistakes, apparently. That's how you win a race. Is being a strategist more about instinct or data, and which one do you actually rely on the most?
Ooh, I think both. I, just in general, am a very instinctual sailor, and so I've been trying to like incorporate data more so. So that's just been like a huge learning curve, like specifically in this league with SailGP, is just, learning how to incorporate data and use it to my advantage. But I would say both are important, but for me personally, I'm much more of a naturally an instinctual sailor.
Yeah, I think there's a lot with Olympic sailing, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're Olympic sailing, well, when we were more, there was like less data around, so you're like very much on feel, whereas now the sport's developed so much that it's quite a different thing. Yeah, I'd say like I definitely rely on instinct a bit more, but the more you can leverage off the data, the more you spend time with the data while you're not sailing, the better you'll be instinctual. So it's balance.
I totally agree.
But you definitely need the data for boundary, just saying.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's one thing about being a strategist that your teammates don't understand?
Oh, the G-force for sure.
Oh my god, yeah! That video is so funny.
Oh, Marcus?
Yeah. You got a bit on back there.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's not a real sailing point, but the G-force at the back of the boat gets a lot higher, and you don't have a lot to hold on to back there. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge.
I completely agree with that. Yeah, like the other day when we had timeout on the water trials was in, and it wasn't even that windy, and he was like, whoa!
Yeah.
Like, hold on.
Yeah, that's hard. What is one SailGP moment that you wish you could relive? Surely it's a regatta win or something.
Yeah, I think probably LA this year. Like that was, it was my first regatta win on the circuit, so that was, it was pretty. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, because the Canadians won in Christchurch that year, and that
before I wasn't. Well, I was there. How are you?
Yeah, I'd say probably Christchurch winning and like coming back, and then even coming back straight onto the shore, and like the moment walking through everyone is pretty amazing. So like the whole thing was like very, very cool. And even Auckland, like it wasn't our best. I'd like to relive it and race a bit better probably. But just having everyone around is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's funny enough, in LA my whole family was there. Like it was so it is, you're right though, like when you're come off the water and everybody's there and you're like, oh, I don't know, just so it means more, I guess.
Yeah, I think there's such an amazing thing about SailGP is how many, so many non-sailing people starting to get into the sport. It's really cool.
It's awesome. Okay, what is one SailGP moment that you wish you could forget?
Probably like San Fran final last year, maybe the year before. I wouldn't say forget, I would say relive. Like it's another thing what you were saying earlier with you learn so much from it, so we have learned a lot from it, and I don't want to forget it, but I kind of want to redo it.
I immediately go to Christchurch when like basically Tom had to pick between like really hurting me or picking the mark. But I do like, I wish I could forget that, because my emotional response after, like it was like first race of the day, we like got into the final, and we, I guess it's one of those things that is really hard to forget, but maybe once again, it's like something you learn from it. So maybe relive it and have a different reaction, or relive it and have a bit of a different perspective on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to reframe that.
Totally.
Yeah, if it's sounding a bit loud as well, we are actually in a working tech site. We're a couple of hours away from race day 2 here in Sassnett, so there's a bit going on, but hopefully you can hear us okay.
Yeah.
All right, have you ever lost confidence in your own skills during a race?
100%.
Yeah, same.
I think, yeah, you do. I don't know. You do. Like if you make a call wrong, but it's a very quick moment, and then you just have to like kind of pick yourself back up. Like I think that's, yeah. People make wrong calls, as you say. Like you're aiming for 80%, and that's really good. But yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I think recently, like even yesterday, because especially in offshore conditions, it's night and day if you've made the right or wrong call.
Yeah.
And with the pressure downwind in the last one, I mean, we won, but to me, it actually felt like a bad race in the sense that we went right to the top and we were so light for ages. I actually let out a bit of a couple of swear words.
Did
but
you?
Yeah, it was, I don't know, it's a hard one.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway. Who do you think is the best strategist right now? Obviously us.
We are.
Yeah.
No, but I do think it's boat dependent. Like I think we all have slightly different playbooks, and being able to look at what everybody's saying at what times, and like what playbooks they're running is dependent on who's the driver, and what.
We're being too PC right now, aren't we? But I agree. I agree with you. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. We're at pretty high level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
How do you see the strategist role evolving?
I'm not sure actually. I think more and more it will become like more calls from the strategist. Like right now the final decision on, which will always be the case, is like on the helm.
Yeah.
But I think you'll see more and more like hard calls coming from the strategist, I think, as that role continues to evolve.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think?
So yeah, it's a good question. I think one thing, like my mind immediately goes to like having a little bit more help with the back panel, like the strategist panel that we have, and like assisting where you're shorthanded. So it could be something there, but it's a good question. I'm not sure.
How do you see yourself taking on a different role? Well, we are part-time G2s, so
bring the muscle.
Well, it could happen today.
Yeah.
Well, for us, when we go 5 or 4 up, I go currently into the G2 role, which is, a mixture of grinding and jib trimming, obviously. Do you do the same?
Yeah,
right?
I do the same. Yeah. I do the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you spent much time in any other position, like helming, winging, or?
I did flight 2 days so far, which I've done a little bit of time on the sim, but I've only been on the boat like flying for 2 days. But it's so like the feedback of just having time on the boat doing that is so you gain so much. And then I did drive the other day. Oh, so fun. Holy. It's very fun. Yeah. But how about you? Have you spent time doing other roles? Oh yeah, I saw you drive a race in New York.
Yeah, I've definitely done some helming, and then I did some flight for the first time in New York, which was really good. Yeah. It's interesting, but it's definitely like a thing where you just need time.
Exactly. Yeah.
But do you want to take on another role?
Oh yeah. I want to drive.
Yeah. Okay.
How about you?
I really want to invest more time into the strategist role right now, but for sure I'm like want to train up to be a really solid option for helming. Yeah.
I feel the exact same. Like I still have so much to learn in the strategist role, and like I have so much that I can get better at. But would like to upskill to be able to drive.
I mean, I'm sure you could. You just take it on. It's all mental, I think, isn't it?
Isn't it? I don't know. Something like that. What part of your own game do you think needs improving the most, and why?
Communication.
Same.
Yeah, I have quite a soft voice, I'd say. So, yeah, I get a lot of constructive criticism around increasing like the tone and tempo of my voice. And yeah, I think you can never be far enough ahead, which is the real challenge with our role. It's always, you've got to be thinking, in the now with the intersections and everything, but you've got to be thinking half a leg ahead and painting the whole picture in your head, and then somehow coming up with 4 words to describe it all. So
Totally.
yeah, it's a big challenge.
It's a big challenge. I'm the exact same, and that's what I spend most of my time, like obviously debriefing after events is exactly that. It's like communication, how to be concise, but like clear, loud, and confident.
Yeah, you are really good. Yeah, you are really good.
Oh, well, I don't know. But I get the same thing with my voice, and I was, sometimes picking up the mic, like I have to like basically eat it, like trying to like stick it in here. Yeah. That's hard to get picked up sometimes. But
fun, isn't it?
Yeah, so fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Liv for sitting down with me, and yeah, we're gonna go get ready for racing. That was a good date.